Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBL, and it's opening night. Great to be here with you, Clark.
Always great to be with you as well, B.A. And this is perhaps my favorite night of the year when you talk about the NBA opening night. So much excitement, so much anticipation, and we know the rest of the season will deliver.
And the Milwaukee starting five. We've got Davis, Thompson out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's O'Neal in at the center position. Here's Irving, following the bucket by Utah. Thompson outside. Pass to Davis. Screen by O'Neal. Lets the three fly. Davis can't hit.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Wade. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
Well, you look at Wade, and he's I think, a natural leader. He sets the bar high for his teammates and uses his own high-energy play to push everybody else to be at their best.
Now here's Irving. Outside Davis. Aldridge with a screen on Rose. Davis with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. The leaner. And Porzingis with the block.
That reach of Porzingis is just outrageous. I mean, I love when he uses it on defense to stifle shooters.
Jordan finds Jokic. Porzingis with it. Check by Davis. Fade away. And that one's good. Porzingis.
You know, that's exactly how they wanted to run that possession, guys. Beautiful.
Aldridge outside. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, he's so adept at finding a way to score, even against tough defense. Aldridge is a load.
And that one falls for Aldridge. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Now here's Irving. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Baseline jumper. Jokic grabs the board.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Now here's Rose. The three, Porzingis fires in the triple. Porzingis has got 5 now.
Only one miss in the first 5 attempts, clearly feeling.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
First and second chance points, and they were the 3rd best rebounding team in the league, a testament to their hustle and physicality.
And looking closer at their free throw shooting last season, topping the league in that stat really shows you just how consistent this squad was from the line.
1 for 5 out there, but no worries. Just keep attacking.
Rose finds Jordan. It's stolen by Irving. O'Neal passes to Irving. Now here's Thompson. Pass to O'Neal. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And looking at second chance points last year, here were the teams that did the most damage on the offensive glass. Number 1, the Jazz.
And it was just great watching them be so assertive on the offensive glass. This is a team that trusted in their ability to keep possessions alive last season.
Aldridge against Jokic. Thompson passes to Irving. 4-3.
And the defense has been stifling early on.
Yeah, they're having a hard time getting the ball in the basket, and as a result, falling behind here.
Here's Wade. He's guarded by Irving. Pass to Jokic. Another three for Utah.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Left side, Irving. He drains out one after two misses. Now 1 for 3.
Able to strike from mid-range and all over the court. The versatility of Kyrie's offensive game, top shelf.
Davis against Rose. Here's Wade. 5 points in the game. Now here's Rose. And his first shot of the game, no good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Here's Irving. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Jokic against Aldridge. Rose outside. Back to Jokic. Over Aldridge. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Jokic has got his second basket on the night. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball player.
Rose against Davis. Aldridge left side. 6 on the shot clock. Davis, the pass to Irving. Takes a 3. Utah grabs the miss. Here's Wade. He's got 5. And he lobs it up to the rim. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
And here's Davis. Pass to Aldridge. Now O'Neal. Over Jordan. And he can't bank that one in.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Here's Wade. Porzingis with a screen on Irving. Wade, the pass to Porzingis. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first.
It goes on Kyrie Irving.
Injuries aside, you know, Porzingis' growth here in the league, I think, has been really quite rapid. It's clear that he puts in the time in practice to continue to refine his scoring ability and overall skill set.
And the first one at the line is good.
What impresses me most about Porzingis is how versatile he is. I love that about a big man who does a little bit of everything.
And it's a completely new group for the Bucks. Both free throws good from Porzingis.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Malone. Here's Nash, guarded by Payton. Nash passes to Bosch. Payton with a steal. Brown against Butler. Lets it fly. Brown, no good. The Bucks trail by 14. Left side Butler to the left wing. Pass to Middleton. They still need this. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, there's a good reason this guy shoots as many threes as he does. Chris Middleton is a knockdown three-point shooter.
Outside, Brown. Six to shoot. Utah with another miss. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 4 from deep to the middle. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Showing off the power right there. Karl Malone does not mess around down low.
Payton passes to Griffin. Outside Payton. Pass to Walton. To the inside. It's tipped. Here's Nash. Here's Malone. Oh, great D that time from Griffin.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
To the paint. And he makes it on the layup. And the Jazz lead by 11.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now here's Butler. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Excellent use of the screen and roll. Butler knowing precisely what to do in that situation. I'm really impressed by how smart he is.
Porzingis misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Butler passes to Malone. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Attention fans, on the court now, your high squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Who wants the T-shirt?
Here's Payton. No points so far. Pass to Walton. Inside. Here's Griffin. Drops in the short one. And the Jazz lead by 9.
You want to run your offense through him. A reliable scoring option.
Here's Malone. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Payton. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Jazz.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Here's Marion. Middleton covering. They get it again. Brown scanning the floor. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. That's on Jimmy Butler.
And Brown is a guy who is hunting contact. Defenders have to be more cautious around him when they're defending.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw misses. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. I mean, it's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Good on the second one.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
Here's Nash. Yet to see a basket.
And how about the leaping ability? Butler gets off the ground so fast, especially on these alley-oops.
Outside, Brown. Back to Payton. Pass to Brown. Shot clock at 5. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. Brown's got 5 now.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And it's Utah with the ball. Following the score by Milwaukee. Pass to Griffin. And here's Payton. The 3. Kick out to Brown. Second shot opportunity. The rebound by Malone.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Nash. It's deflected, and they get it back. Middleton outside. There's the triple. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Jazz out in front, leading by 10. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen from the Jazz, what's your take so far?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
Bucks trail by 10. They've got Griffin, and it's Payton in at the point. That's the group for Utah, getting going in the second. Bosh, the pass to Malone. Here's Nash, guarded by Payton. Down low. Here's Bosh. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Bosh is so good at setting screens and rolling with purpose. He's got quick feet and tremendous agility.
Butler against Brown. And Butler with the block.
One of the most determined defenders you ever see, and pretty good at it as well. Butler all over that one.
Pass to Nash. Payton with a steal. Into the lane. And he jams it home with authority.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Utah leading by 8. Pass to Walton. Griffin outside. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Bucks trail by 10. Over to the wing. Here's Malone, defended by Griffin, to the inside. Bosh, no good. For Utah, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Payton finds Brown. Well, Clark, every player should know their leash with the officials.
Very much so, but I think most players should keep their mouths shut. There's too much yakking at officials, in my mind. It takes away from the beauty of the game. It's an eyesore, and I wish more players would just play and keep their mouths shut, especially when it comes to talking to the official.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, with the Bucs switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Yeah, the burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie. And Griffin slams it in.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
You see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show what you do. Show us those moves. You're off beat. Oh, that's nice.
Taking a look back at last season, the team leaders in rebounding. In the third spot, Utah.
And they, of course, have a style of play that is all about physicality. I mean, they love to embrace the contact out on the court, but the possession game for them is always pivotal.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Butler taking his time here. Here's Malone. Utah grabs the miss.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Now here's Middleton. Pass to Malone. Back to Middleton. And here's Butler, defended by Brown. Clock is at 3. To win the cold spell. The shot misses. Utah leading by 14. Griffin outside. Payton passes to Marion. Now here's Payton from behind the arc. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
Boy, the sharpshooting of Payton, admirable. You can't afford to give him daylight from deep.
The Bucs trail by 17. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
To the right side. Here's Nash, guarded by Payton. Clock at 4. A deep 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Jazz have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Griffin passes to Payton. To the paint. The kick out to Griffin. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Brown with the steal. Lays it up and in, despite excellent defense. Brown's got 4 points now in the quarter. Bucs trail by 19. Here's Nash. He's scoreless. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Malone. And that one good.
Especially down low, the incredible scoring mailman, Karl Malone, does his work.
Payton finds Brown. Back to Payton. There's a screen. On the take. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
Slashing through the lane comfortably. Payton takes pleasure in ripping the D to shreds on these drives.
Here's Nash. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
Now here's Brown. 9 points in the game. The three-pointer off the mark.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Nash, guarded by Payton. Nash passes to Malone. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. The Jazz on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. The shot. The rebound by Malone.
You know, even though they have the lead, you can tell he's frustrated with himself that he's not doing more.
They set a pick. Here's Nash. Knocks it down from distance. Nash has got 5 points.
And, you know, the stroke of Nash, so pure. He's got a nice high arching shot, a deadly three-point shooter, too.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Get on your feet. Make your dollars for the Utah Jazz. Sprinkle, get through.
Here for the Bucks. Here's Porzingis. He has 7. Pass to Wade. Back to Porzingis. Rose outside. Jacks up a 3. Hits the trifecta. And the Jazz lead by 17.
You know what? You can see the confidence Rose has in being able to just catch and shoot it and get it up quickly.
Aldridge with a screen on Rose. Aldridge with it. Outside Irving. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And, you know, Aldridge is a load to deal with. When he gets good position, you pretty much have to be physical with him.
And these will be his second and third shots at the line here. He makes a first. And we hear about the unwritten rules of sports sometimes, Clark. What are some of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
Now here's Rose. Pass to Wade. Oh, there's the alley. Stolen. Here's O'Neal. Back to Thompson. Aldridge outside. And Porzingis with the block. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
Pass to Irving. And it's out of bounds to the Bucks as Milwaukee retains possession.
7th in field goal percentage, and the way they attacked the glass was absolutely infectious, finishing in the top 10 in total rebounding in the league.
And when you look at their scoring numbers from last season, this was a team that always got it done on that end of the floor. Set. 4 on the clock. Thompson passes to Irving.
Earning accolades for his scoring. Wade doesn't always get the credit I think he deserves at the other end of the floor. This guy can lock you down, too.
Pass to Porzingis. To the middle. Here's Jokic. The rebound by the Bucks. And there's the lob. And then Aldridge with the dunk.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Now here's Rose. Chalk up 2 there. Rose has got 5 now.
But, you know, if you're the defense, that's all you can do. Rose is just a force on the offensive end.
Davis, the pass to Aldridge. Up top, O'Neal. On the wing, Davis. Guarded by Rose. Davis misses. Utah leading by 15. Jokic finds Rose. Here's the floater. Shots blocked.
Nice timing on that rejection from Shaq, demonstrating why you got to take him seriously as a defensive player when he's lurking near the bucket inside.
Now here's Jokic. 5 points in the game. Now O'Neal. Irving with it. Outside Davis.
2 minutes.
Pass to Thompson.
In the first half.
Tries the 9-footer. It's good. Off the glass.
He's a tough guy to guard anywhere on the floor. Shaq does a really good job using his body to gain position.
Porzingis with a screen on Irving. Jordan high post. And here's Porzingis. O'Neal pulls it in. There's 1:34 left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Aldridge. Davis against Rose. Now here's O'Neal. Oh, rejected by Jordan.
Hey, you know he's around, and that's what he does. DeAndre Jordan throwing that shot out of there.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Here's Irving after the basket by Utah. Now here's Aldridge. He's got 7. 3-pointer. They grab their own miss.
Because Shaquille O'Neal is so big and so athletic and so relentless, it's really hard to keep him off the glass.
Here's Rose. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Rose has gotten his third basket of the night.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Team foul. Shooting for Milwaukee, Barrett Davis. 2 shots.
First one falls. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Pass to Wade. For 3, Porzingis. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so we wrap up the first half. Utah ahead. They lead by 11. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. I know you cannot be happy with this team's play in the first half. What will you tell them they need to improve on?
The score and our effort, our offense. They're just playing harder. They're more physical. They're tougher. Honestly, we're very lucky right now.
Lots to improve on in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum line. They're measuring up the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Utah Jazz.
Gotta appreciate the way they're moving the ball. The offense is flowing like my rap game. When you bring the right beat, you know my name.
You know what? It is a debate. Were you a better rapper or you a better DJ as you are today?
No, that's me, Kenny, DJ EJ. And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
Well, I think for Milwaukee, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And here's Davis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. 11-point game. And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. They've got Kyrie Irving, LaMarcus Aldridge out there with Thompson. Then there's Davis, and it's O'Neal in at the 5 down low.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Wade. Soft touch off the glass. Wade's got 7 points.
Wade catching them off guard that time with the nice dribble move.
Bucks trail by 13. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship, Greg.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they have the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
Irving, and he banks in the layup. Irving's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Pass to Wade. Rose outside. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. He's got 9.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Wade. 7 points in the game. And we're going to have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Jokic passes to Rose. Now here's Jokic. He's guarded by Irving. Just 5 to shoot. And he lobs it up top. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Milwaukee with the ball. Following the bucket by Utah. And it's stolen by Rose. Here's Jokic. And he's going to the line for 2. The officials saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
Whatever this team needs from Jokic, he seems to provide it because he works so hard. Whether it's points, passing, rebounding, improved defensively, love his determination.
Free throw drops for Jokic. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
You know, for Jokic, his consistency at the line goes back to his rookie season. He's always shot above 80% on his free throws. That's remarkable for a guy of his size.
Now here's Irving. From outside the arc. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I'll tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Here's Wade. He has 7. Outside Porzingis. Shoots over Thompson. And that one's good. Porzingis has got his 3rd basket on the night right there. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Looking at the 2K leaderboard, here were the NBA's top dime droppers last year. 4th, Nikola Jokic.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
throws against Davis. Here's Aldridge. Lays it up and banks it in. Aldridge has got 9.
Well, you've got to push Aldridge out farther. I mean, he's too big and too skilled from this area.
Here's Wade. He's guarded by Irving. Out to Rose. Counted from distance. Rose has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Pass to Aldridge. O'Neal with it. Jordan's there. That shot is good by O'Neal.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Rose outside. To the inside. Jokic. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Coming out of the break red hot. They've yet to miss a shot.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
Aldridge outside. O'Neal passes to Davis. Pass to Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. He can't hit that time. Good D by Jokic. Jazz leading by 19. And he's going for the oop here. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Boy, at the rim, Jordan still, after all this time in the league, has the athleticism to get up and throw it down.
On the wing, Irving. To the paint. Here's O'Neal. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Now here's Rose. 12 points for him. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Davis. Here's O'Neal. Outside Davis. Fires the 3. Utah with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now. Now Rose, defended by Thompson. Rose, the pass to Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Boy, somehow, someway, you've got to keep Jordan away from the basket, because if you allow him to get it there, he's flushing.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Rose with it. Now Aldridge defending. Charity stripe shot. And out of bounds. Milwaukee will have it.
Well, he just didn't make the catch. Didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
Here's Irving. Screen by O'Neal. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Right there, Irving does a nice job of anticipating the contact, so he braces himself for it and then works through it.
Milwaukee shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Kyrie Irving, special. I mean, as skilled a player as you'll ever see when it comes to handling the ball and scoring in close.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Porzingis. No good off the glass. Bucks trail by 20. Irving for 3. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Rose. Here's Jokic. He's guarded by Irving. With the fadeaway. Rebound, Milwaukee. O'Neal's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
You know, David Thompson is used to getting fouled on the way up, the way this guy bounces. Embraces every opportunity he can to get to the stripe.
Shooting two.
That free throw is good from Thompson.
Thompson, so aggressive as a scorer. He's a go-to guy for this team.
So he gets them both. Jazz leading by 18. And here's Payton. 9 points in the game. Utah with another miss.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
And he's going for the lob. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Middleton, Jimmy Butler.
And here's Milwaukee now. They trail by 18. Down low. That's tipped. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Butler's gotten his third basket of the night.
That's really all you can do defensively. Butler is an all-star for this very reason. Excellent skills and cool under pressure.
Against good defense, he finds just enough room to operate.
Bucks trail by 18. Outside Butler. Tries it from 19. And the Bucks getting another bucket right there.
And you can count that jumper as money time. And he's always prepared to get his shot up.
Brown against Butler. From the arc. Out left to the wing. Here's Bosch. On target from range. Bosch has got 9.
At nearly 7 feet tall, Bosch brings a lot of value with his ability to shoot the jumper.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
On the court is your hype squad. Let's hear it, everybody. Who wants a free t-shirt?
Last season's best free throw shooting teams. Number 1, the Jazz.
Well, last year, they were tremendous at the line. A very fundamentally sound team shooting-wise.
Here's Payton. 9 points in the game. Pass to Walton. The rebound by Malone. Malone's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Nash. He's got 5. Nice open look, but it's no good. Here's Walton. Inside. Here's Griffin. Banked it in off the glass. Griffin's got 6.
As good a passing big man as you'll see. Bill Walton spreads the ball out nicely there. A good assist.
Pass to Malone. Now here's Middleton. Here's Marion. Down low. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
You know, as soon as Walton has the ball around the rim, he's thinking about flushing it.
Out to the wing. Here's Malone. Defended by Griffin. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight.
Shooting for Milwaukee. Carl Malone. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, I tell you what, if you wanted the template for the perfect power forward, it might be Karl Malone. I mean, he's got everything you want in a format.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Jazz leading by 15. Hayden passes to Marion. And here's Brown for 3. Hits a 3-pointer. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
And, you know, we've seen Brown accept more responsibility over time on offense, including taking these quick shots.
From 11 feet away, here's Bosch. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Griffin outside. And here's Brown for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Minute 32 left in the third quarter. And the basket by Nash.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Payton passes to Marion. Back to Payton. Picked it out of midair. Out on his own on the break. Here's Nash. Guarded by Payton. And out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. .105 left in the third quarter. Takes it inside. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Defensive foul. Steve Nash. That's his first personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for Utah, Gary Payton. 1 shot.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And Bosch gets it to go.
They know Bosch can be lethal. That's why his teammates look to feed him often.
Griffin outside. Back to Payton. And he Goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
His first personal foul, 14 foul.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Carl Below at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He's off on the second. Utah leading by 15. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Brown against Butler. It's Brown on the wing. He's got 14. Just 4 to shoot. From deep. Some solid defense from Butler. The 3 is up. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's Utah going into the break up 12. Really mucking it up on defense. Active hands, multiple efforts, forcing turnovers. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Griffin, and it's Walton in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Brown against Butler. And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
And we've seen Brown take strides as a playmaker out of the pick and roll.
Outside Butler. To the middle. Here's Middleton. And it's Middleton finishing it off. Utah leading by 12. Griffin outside to the paint. Here's Walton. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Walton's got 4 points now in the quarter. Pass to Butler. Here's Middleton. Utah grabs the miss. Walton's got 4 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Now here's Brown. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
We played just over a minute here in the 4th. Here's Marion. The rebound by Malone. Malone's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Butler. There's a screen. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Marion. Jazz leading by 14. Right wing. Griffin outside. Here's Marion. Butler covering. Left side, Brown. Can't connect from 14. For Milwaukee, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Middleton passes to Malone. Here's Nash, defended by Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And, you know, one of the things you have to love and respect about Nash is his leadership. He's an elite talent, a self-made player who I think makes all of his teammates look better.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Pass to Walton. Outside, Brown. And Brown knocking down the triple.
You know, early on, Brown struggled with his confidence taking threes. Now he's a knockdown threat.
Middleton finds Butler. Here's Malone. To the wing, right side. And there's a pick. To the inside. Tipped. Bosh. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Bosh has got 9 points here in the second half.
Bosh has such tremendous length, allowing him to go over the defense inside.
Marion passes to Brown. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Malone. The Bucks trail by 13. Middleton with it. Payton covering. Middleton passes to Nash. Puts up a 3. Utah grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Walton passes to Marion. And it's good. 2 points. And the Jazz lead by 15.
Marion is either going to jump over you or go through you. He's a hard matchup inside.
Butler on the wing. They set the pick. Out to the right wing. Here's Bosh. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Here he goes. Here's Marion. Second chance shot. Milwaukee with the rebound. Malone's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Staying with it right there. Bosh rewarded with a free throw attempt for his effort.
Second team foul. At the line for the Bucks, Chris Bosh. 1 shot.
What's up? Utah leading by 12. Griffin outside. They set the screen. And rejected.
Good to see Malone working hard on the defensive end. His team appreciates that type of effort.
Butler passes to Middleton. Here's Nash, defended by Brown. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Milwaukee, Steve Nash. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. Utah leading by 10. Griffin outside. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
2 shots.
And he makes a first. Hits both from the stripe. The Bucks trail by 12. Here's Nash. Griffin comes with a double. Here's Malone. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Payton takes the elbow jumper and drains it.
Gary Payton, very comfortable from this range.
Pass to Malone. Now here's Middleton. And here's Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
And Butler just excellent at finding ways to get to the stripe, especially when he's near the basket.
Butler. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That one misses.
Well, you go back and look at the career that Jimmy Butler's had. Hard to believe that he was the 30th pick of the draft when he came out of college. You got to say that scouts kind of missed on that one.
And the second free throw is good. Utah leading by 11. Pass to Marion, to the paint. Oh, got a piece of it. And here they come. Here's Middleton. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Oh, I tell you what, Middleton really does a nice job of being able to score through contact. Sometimes he gets hammered, and he still gets it up and down.
Middleton at the line for 1.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
After his rookie year, Clark, Chris Middleton got traded to Milwaukee.
Well, there were no ripples when this trade happened, PA. No earth-shaking or anything like that, but it was major for the Bucks and Chris Middleton. He's been a multi-time All-Star, and he also was huge in that championship run in 21 for the Bucks. Clearly, Wade knows how to make the most of an inside look, capitalizing on a high percentage chance there.
Screen by O'Neal. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Jordan. And now the Jazz on the run in transition. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
The Bucks making a switch here. Davis is checked in.
At the line for 1. Dwayne Wade.
Bucks trail by 13. Outside Irving. The three. Buries it from 3.
Some of the quickest hands in the NBA. Kyrie showing you that quick release there.
Rose, the pass to Wade. Down low. Deflects the pass. Operating inside. Porzingis.
For all that's said about his perimeter work, Porzingis benefits a lot when he's making an impact inside. That makes defending him all the more challenging.
Inside. Here's O'Neal. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Now here's Rose. Here's Wade over Irving, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Wade's got 9 points here in the second half.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
Jazz leading by 12. Aldridge pulls down the board. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds in the game. O'Neal inside, working on Porzingis. O'Neal misses. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Jordan, the pass to Rose. Pass to Porzingis. Over the D. Porzingis finishing inside.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to rattle Porzingis. This guy is just unflappable.
And Davis has got the ball here for the Bucks. It's a 14-point game. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Team is in the penalty. At the line for the Bucks, Kyrie Irving. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Irving.
Finally getting himself to the free throw line. He was sitting back in the first half with no free throws to show for it.
Utah leading by 12. Rose up top, checked by Davis. Rose can't connect. The Bucks have gotten 7 to go out of 13 attempts during the fourth. Davis against Rose. Davis, the pass to O'Neal. And Jordan comes to help. Outside for Irving. Clock at 6. And the layup falls.
Love watching Irving do his work in there. Kyrie's so good and crafty in tight.
How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Here's Wade. This one for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. O'Neal's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Pass to Davis. Back to O'Neal. And he dunks it down.
Boy, nobody wants to get in his way when he's this deep. Watch out.
1:44 left to play in the fourth quarter. Jokic with a screen on Irving. Wade. Utah with another miss.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Here's Davis. And good. Coming on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 5 assists in the game. 1:29 left to play in the fourth quarter. And he's going for the oop here. And out of bounds. The Bucks will take it.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
That's exactly what a team needs when they're playing from behind. Energetic defense.
A minute 22 left in the fourth quarter. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pulls it in from the elbow. Wade, that's good. Wade's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Boy, you got to admire the mid-range game of Wade. Has this area of the floor on lock. I mean, incredibly efficient from here.
Davis misses. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Pass to Jokic. Rose, a screen on Aldridge. And it's Jokic off the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a 10-point Jazz lead.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Rose with it. With the drop. Oh! Power it home!
Oh, wow! They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Nikola, you really asserted your impact right from the opening tip. What was the key to your success tonight?
I mean, it's not just me, it's of course my teammates. I think we opened the game really good in the first quarter, and we just continued to play aggressive, and that's how we won the game.
Always giving credit to his teammates, guys.
Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.